So I have a little rule in life that I think helps define what's important. I call it the milk first rule. Now, before my lactose intolerant friends start chiming in about not being able to drink milk, hold on. No milk consumption is required for you to follow this simple rule, unless you use it in the context of drinking milk. Well, anyway, it'll all make more sense in a bit. At least I hope. Now, I've always been a cereal for breakfast kind of guy. That's not to say that I don't like a Pop-Tart or eggs and bacon or even a giant chocolate chip pancake every now and then. But I'd say 8 times out of 10, I am eating cereal for breakfast. And that regular repetition gave me a chance to discover for myself the milk first rule. So here's the situation. It's an early morning in the dead of winter. I'm up, but the sun isn't. In my still sleepy state, because I always stay up way too late regardless of my schedule in the morning, I stumble to the cupboard and grab a bowl and a glass. My next stop is the silverware drawer to collect the requisite spoon. Stopping at the kitchen table, I set out the bowl, the glass, and the spoon to create my place setting. Now I head over to the pantry and peruse the breakfast cereal options before me, and I pull down a box of a fruity flavored cereal, a cereal that has something or another to do with a cartoon caveman's family. Trekking back to the kitchen table, I open up the box and pour a heaping portion of that brightly colored cereal into the bowl. Then I head to the refrigerator, opening the door and being met by the blinding light of the 40-watt interior bulb from the fridge. I grab onto 2 pitchers. Now, in one hand, I have a pitcher full of the bright white cereal companion, milk. And in the other hand, I have a pitcher of the devoted breakfast sidekick, orange juice. Or, more correctly for me, an artificially flavored, brightly orange-colored OJ substitute. Heading back to the table, I'm about to make the decision that will define the course of the rest of my life. Well, at least the course of the rest of my day. Okay, well, maybe just the next 10 minutes. Sorry, I do have a flair for the dramatic. Anyway, really, what I do next and the order in which I do it matters. The effects of which may cause frustration, waste, and even embarrassment if found out. So taking one pitcher and guiding it over the bowl of red, yellow, and orange-colored sugary flakes, I begin pouring. And to my horror, the liquid coming from the pitcher is an almost unnatural shade of orange, not white. This was meant to be the glass, not the bowl. What was I thinking? Now, the cereal is wasted. Now, you may be thinking that you could just eat the cereal, and you'd be wrong. Trust me, that experiment does not go well. Milk is divinely designed to go over cereal, not juice. The decision to pour from the juice pitcher first has created a problem that could have been avoided by sticking to the milk first rule. See, if I had poured from the milk pitcher first, well, no matter where I pour it, I am somewhat safe. If I pour the milk into the bowl, well, that was the plan to begin with. If I pour it into the glass, well, no harm. I either drink the milk and move on, or I simply pour the milk in the glass into the bowl. No harm, no foul. Even if I missed both the bowl and the glass, I've just spilt a little milk, for which I've been told it's pointless to cry over. You clean it up and you keep going. In all of the scenarios with milk being poured first, I still end up eating the cereal in the bowl. With a juice first approach, there is a 33% chance I'm not eating that cereal and a 100% chance I'm going to be frustrated. So the rule is pour the milk first every time. All right, I know what you're thinking. That's very cute, Rob. Milk first, I get it. But there is an application here, my friends. The point is that when we are making decisions that have consequence, we need to make sure that we start from a point that allows for the most success every time. Think about what needs to be done first to make sure that your project, plan, or whatever it is can succeed. The things that are most important to the overall success need to be handled first. If you start with the things that are not that important, then you have a greater chance of messing up the things that are, or at the very least, making a mess that is way more difficult to finish or be successful with. A lot of us tend to have lazy tendencies. We go for the low-hanging fruit, the easy things, and neglect to start on the hard things until we absolutely have to. This often causes more harm than good. Now, when I look at my life as a whole, and let me be clear, I'm not talking about a project or a plan, but my life, the milk first thing for me is my faith. I have to work hard to make sure that I'm doing what I can to get that right. And it's hard. I have to remember that it is faith alone, in Christ alone, through the work of the Spirit of God in me. That is the thing that has to get done first to have any level of success in life. Now, sure, you can have success in the things you do without God, without faith, but to have true success in life, I believe that you have to put faith first and God above all. Now, you know, life is not easy. Our endeavors in life are not always easy. And even the products of our creative outlets are not always easy to finish. So what methods do you use to find and target those important parts of life and projects? And how do you motivate yourself to get the difficult things done first? Those are questions that each of us will probably have different answers to. So I encourage you to share your answers to help others succeed. So when you take time to evaluate the endeavor in front of you and find the things of importance in them, and then, and here's the hard part, putting those things in their proper place as a priority and into the must get done first category, then you have a better chance of success. So take that time, evaluate, and make sure the milk gets poured first. When we get the priorities right in our projects and in our lives, we'll find success as we go. Create and be a blessing. You can support our channel by subscribing, hitting that bell icon to get notified when new content comes out, and liking our videos. If you'd like to consider supporting our team financially, there's a link in the video description with more details. Those things will help our channel for sure, but if you do nothing else, please spend some time in the comments of our videos encouraging one another to create, to help others create, and to help grow that creative nature within us all. Oh, and you can check out these videos too. Thanks. We'll see you again soon.